And boom, we're now live. So, what's up, us poppin', everyone? Welcome to another special episode of TF Talk with the boys. And we got a lot of stuff we're gonna get into. So, I'm gonna pass it to my homie Kliga.
All right, so Shawn, you've been a part of this community for about 2 to 3 months now, and you've really redefined how public figures interact with their fans. And the time you spent here, honestly, has been really amazing. Not many VAs or actors in general dive into the communities and like actually interact with fans quite like you do, and it's special. It's really something special. And honestly, it's been really well received. I've noticed, and we're very humbled and happy to welcome you here. And you've done a lot for the community with interactions, posts, and now your YouTube channel. And I mean, you started off with a bang, obviously, with your giveaways and everything, and now with your most recent one. And with all that being said, we're just very ecstatic and thankful you're giving your valuable time to come here with us and answer some questions and just talk in general. So with that, is there anything like that? Is he even
Where's
here?
Shawn? He just disappeared off the screen.
Shawn disappeared, bro.
Oh, he's gone, son.
Oh, he.
No.
For 30 minutes.
I noticed he disappeared when I was happy to do that.
Hey. What? We live.
Bro. No.
No, wait.
Oh,
I think he's trying to figure the software out. I bet he tapped on something and it just like kicked him out.
Derrick and Shawn are the
He
same
might have.
person.
Here, we got him back.
Oh, is he back?
Yo, we got Shawn Hawkins on this.
Are we good?
Yo.
Oh, he was in
There
here for a
he is.
minute and he
How about now?
disappeared.
You guys hear me now?
Oh yeah, I hear you. Okay, you're back now.
Yeah, we hear you good.
Saying Clay was saying too many nice things. I had to bounce. I was out.
Well, thank you. But I was only halfway done with it, to be honest, and then he just disappeared.
Oh,
Then one more thing, that's Derrick over there. So yeah, there's Derrick.
Yo, wait a minute. Wait, can I get my turn? Did y'all all say your nice things already?
Oh wait, let me finish what I was saying real fast. Like I was introducing him, and then he kind of like dipped halfway, and then like, let's continue. So let's see, where do I want to pick up? So you seem to have been really well received in the community, and I'm sure we're all very humbled to welcome you here to this fan base. In general, I know I am. And then you've definitely done a lot for the community with your interaction, the posts, and now your YouTube channel, which is just amazing, by the way. And then you started off with a bang with, of course, your giveaways and everything, like your first one, then, of course, most recently, the newer one, and like the mega one, the memes. And it's just really amazing to me how much time you're actually putting into it. And then the fact you're willing to do this it really, like I said before, it's really something special. And with all that being said, as I said before, we're all really ecstatic and just thankful you're giving your valuable time to come here with us and answer some questions and just talk in general. And then with that, is there anything like that?
yeah. Oh, is it my turn or somebody else adding?
Yeah. If you want to add anything, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me today. This is like amazing.
We appreciate you, man.
Yes, bro.
I hear like a echo of what Clay was saying before.
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
But I mean,
The screenplay.
I'm humbled by you guys. It's really incredible to get to be a part of this community. You guys have welcomed me with open arms, which is really cool. And obviously getting to be Mirage and voice Mirage, that was an incredibly fun thing. But just as much and equally as fun has been getting to connect with you guys, because there's something really unique about the Transformers community and fan base that I don't think a lot of other franchises have. So I don't know if you guys know, being in it, but how special it really is what you guys have as a community and how widespread it is, which is pretty cool. And global.
Definitely.
It's all over the place. So, but yeah, I plan to keep doing a bunch of different giveaways and stuff to connect with you guys. And hopefully the YouTube channel will be a way to not only bring a bunch of Transformers YouTube channels together, which I'm planning to try to do, but also revamp this community in a way, especially with 3 more films coming out down the line and still Earthrise and Kingdom coming out. So I think it's a really cool time to be a part of Transformers. And anyway, I'm just thankful for you guys. Thanks for asking me to be honest. It's cool.
See, when we talked in DMs before, you mentioned a
Appreciate
lot, like we mentioned unity going back and forth, like how we want to unite everyone, and like it's really divided fan base. You know, there's no doubt about that. And honestly, like with your YouTube channel, I feel like that's going to help a lot, and I
100%.
really hope it does. Bring everyone together finally. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun to see, and it's a good way to kind of relive a lot of the early stuff. Obviously we'll touch on the Bayverse stuff, but going back and doing G1 and the comics, and just bringing people from the 80s and obviously our generation, and even people younger than us who are a part of it. So
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm stoked, but
It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. So,
all right.
First thing I wanted to ask you, Shawn. First thing I wanted to ask you, Shawn. What was your personal opinion on the whole Siege show? Like, what were your thoughts about it? Likes, dislikes, stuff like that.
Yes. Well, it's hard because I'm a little biased because I was obviously a part of
course.
it. I think for me, I really, really enjoyed the animation. As far as the style they went for with the animation,
Definitely.
I think I agree with a lot of fans. I wish it was longer. I wish they had more time to dig in even further. But just with how these things go financially and just what Netflix allows for time-wise and whatnot, some of that stuff can't happen. But I loved that they did as much with Mirage as they did, which I thought was really cool. Mirage kind of hasn't had a platform like that in a while.
Definitely.
So that was really cool. And obviously getting to see, from doing the voice almost 2 years ago now, I did the voice. Wow. So getting to see the whole thing come together, I got to see some of the early sketches of the show before it was fully animated, and then getting to see it animated, and you guys getting excited about the trailers before it even came out. That was really cool. So, and then again, the next biggest, coolest thing is getting to connect with you guys. So there's a lot that I love about the show. And I will say I'm really excited for you guys to see Earthrise. I hope it lives up to what you guys are.
I'm very excited. The trailer got me so
I'm very excited too, definitely.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, just
I
earlier today, I finished watching.
Oh, wait, go ahead, Roger. Go ahead.
Oh, just earlier, I watched Siege again. I'm not going to sit here and lie to your face and say, I paid attention to Mirage and all that the first time. The second time, like going through, you really killed the role. You did more attention this time. You did awesome. Like, you definitely pulled off the character really well. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I like the
the
whole show itself. I enjoyed it.
Good. And I'm glad it's not like, I think the first time you watch it too, you don't need to pay attention to specifics like that. It's kind of getting the whole flow of the show and see everybody's work. But I'm glad that you noticed me in the second watch. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
I would like the dynamic of the actors at Mirage.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
I like, the whole budding relationship between Mirage and Vector, and how they started off enemies, became friends. I thought that was pretty awesome.
I think that's the best part of the show. Like, really the best part of the show, because when I was watching, and Mirage is like, "Yo, Impactor, what? We can't work with Decepticons." And then later he's sticking up for Decepticon, and Sideswipe's like, "Did he just defended Decepticon?" I'm like, "No, it's like there's a disconnect there, but y'all are still like Cybertronians." So I really love that. It was amazing. That's something we don't have in Transformers. Like, I love that.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, Derrick. I mean, that was, for me, walking into it too. Like, Mirage, he's walked both sides of the fence. He gets the Decepticon argument. He gets the Autobot argument. But he is his own. I see him as kind of the original Mirage that I, studied from some of the G1 and comic stuff. But he's that elitist who kind of just follows his own path and kind of puts himself in a place that he thinks he needs to be in when the time's right or whatever. So I think he stands up for both sides when he thinks it's right. So I kind of like that. He's just kind of a free dude. He does what he thinks.
Right. It was fantastic. Because you're usually used to like the Decepticons just being the bad guys the entire time. So hearing like Mirage really just actually be able to connect with them, and then be like able to stick up for one of them and just treat him like he was they were brothers in that sense, because they all were brothers at that one time. So I liked how there wasn't like a huge like, okay, well, you're just a Decepticon, I'm an Autobot, and you're always going to be a Decepticon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
because the other Autobots, they weren't like entirely for the idea, but the fact that Mirage like really wanted to really take that first step into bridging the gap, I really found that fantastic. It was definitely the highlight of the show for me. One of the
Oh man, that means a lot. Really
Definitely.
cool.
Definitely.
I also want to say I can just see it smaller, but I like all the Japanese stuff you got going on in your in your room there.
Yeah, I'm a huge nerd, man. I like DBZ.
Nice.
So I got Naruto over there, yeah, and just a bunch of characters, Japanese characters on my wall.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you so
Nice.
much.
Well, yeah, thank you for saying that. That was definitely a fun part of the show. Yeah.
And honestly, I'd say Mirage definitely had one of the most coolest scenes too, with the whole space bridge covering that, and then also when he was, like he made the other apparitions of himself, like that was awesome too. Like,
Dude,
he had some
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I can't say too much, but we'll see what
Yeah.
comes next. But yeah, that was really cool. That scene, that little fight scene there when he splits off into three, I thought that was really cool.
That was awesome.
And
That was
obviously
really
the
cool,
space
yeah.
bridge.
I enjoyed that.
Kind of overpowered.
Huh?
A hologram that you can't touch but can kick you. and you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
done.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, they really went for it there, which is, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, you don't really see Autobots having their own abilities much
So I have a
anymore.
question for you about Mirage. Have you?
Guns like that?
Oh, you got my bad.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hit.
Have you yourself gotten any Transformers figures now that you've been exerting yourself to Transformers more? Like, do you have a Mirage figure?
Yeah, so I had my Mirage figures, which I thought I was going to hold on for myself, and I ended up doing a couple giveaways on some other stuff too. Like I did.
Oh, I got you.
Cybertron, the blog, or the vlog, I guess. So I did a bunch of giveaways, and now all my figures are gone.
Right.
So I have to order a bunch more. But
oh.
yeah, so every time I order one, I end up doing another giveaway. I gotta keep the one for myself and then do the rest.
Yeah,
but the plan
I get that.
I'd like to start a collection this year, so I'm gonna start taking some like fan vote favorites and start picking up those figurines. So I'm gonna
you
start.
could definitely get
honestly,
the regular
I'm
version
thinking-
and then also the Netflix version too, where it's like the Decepticon look for them and everything. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that one a lot actually. The purple Decepticon model.
Yeah. That scene was really
We
cool
call it
too when he was
21.
you know,
honestly, a pretty great year to start collecting. I mean, all the toy
Yeah,
lines
yeah.
look awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll have some the Kingdom stuff will be coming out too, and Earthrise came out, but some Kingdom stuff, so that'll be cool.
Definitely,
Yeah. The reveals had us all hyped.
Yeah.
We love those. I want to take a break for a second. Everyone in the chat saying hi to you, Sean. So what do you got? We got Tailgate Studios, JC44, TFA 1024, Sean Tina. Everyone's saying hi. Just let you know. Everyone's being real nice.
Oh, dude, let me peek really quick. I didn't even see, so I saw the private chat, but oh man, thank you guys all for watching.
Oh no, yeah, I told everyone I was like, I'll shout everyone out.
Let me in.
I see a bunch of people from Instagram. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know.
Man, thank you, everybody. We got eight viewers.
Nice.
Wow.
You guys can.
Our homie TFA 1024 has a question.
Okay.
He goes,
says,
what's it like to be? Oh, okay. All right. What's it like to be part of a huge phenomenon like Transformers and saying you're a Transformers voice actor alongside the likes of Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, and so many more? I imagine it's amazing.
It is pretty cool. I mean, it was big shoes to walk into, what Frank Welker had done before, and obviously being alongside a franchise with Peter Cullen. It is a lot. I kept saying the biggest thing was I'm going to bring my most natural self to the table as far as reading the lines, bringing my most natural read. I did as much research as I could do, but once you get in the room, you kind of just throw it. You do what the engineers want you to do, and you mix it with your own personal taste. And I just hope that being natural and truthful with the lines that FJ put on the page, that you guys would resonate with it. And it seems like people are enjoying it.
Definitely.
But I do give major kudos to obviously people like Frank and Peter, because it's just an honor to be a part of this community. So I hope that down the road I'll get to connect with those guys. Obviously, they're the big guns. They're the top, top of the league.
Right.
So
Definitely.
yeah, it'd be really cool to connect with them.
I like that, you gave your own kind of spin on Mirage. I thought that was,
Definitely.
kind of reinvigorating, you know what I mean? Instead of having the same formula every time,
Right.
with your own kind of take on it. I enjoy it.
Thank you. I think the younger, bringing a little bit of a younger spin to Mirage, I kind of liked, just because, you're an elitist, or, you could be a young elitist and a young, wealthy, whatever guy who kind of chooses both sides. So I did like the spin on it. It was fun.
I really liked how it kind of broke up the mood too, because in a way, like in a good way, because I mean, you had all like, it was, this is like essentially a post-war Cybertron at this point. Everyone's tired of the war. Everyone, just is emotional at that, or they're completely steeled off. Like they have no emotions. So it was really good seeing someone that was younger and have more energy, kind of like still existing in that time too. I really like that.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, and a lot of that goes back to like, the writing and where the scripts went and everything. That's FJ and the production team and everybody who brought a lot of that to life. But like I said, if I could just bring the honesty with my voice to the page, then hopefully we're connecting two things and, making some magic. But really huge props go to FJ DeSantis for the script and, those guys for giving me the opportunity to voice it. So, yeah.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
I definitely agree with that. So another question I had, who are your favorite voice roles, obviously besides you? Like, who else do you think did really exceptional?
For me, like when I wanted to get into voiceover acting, and I guess I could just say this. So I started in music originally, went to acting, like film and TV. So I've done a lot of commercial stuff, a lot of like independent film, some television. And then voiceover was always something I wanted to do, but I really didn't know how to get into it. And then I had this audition for, Transformers. So it was one of my first voiceover auditions, and I ended up booking it, which is incredible. But I hadn't done a ton of voiceover prior to that. So I didn't have a ton of experience in it or whatnot. I'd had definitely a lot more experience in film and TV. But the voiceover stuff that I like looked up to, for me, it was like stuff like Rick and Morty, Family Guy, The Simpsons, stuff that's like legendary that I was like, man, it'd be cool to be on a show like that where you're just there for 10 years and you're creating all these different voices. And so those are some of the things that I looked up to, but I never imagined that I would be doing Transformers. I thought, that's just the wildest stretch. So I'm really excited to be a part of it.
I'm glad it's gone really well too. Like it
I
really
definitely
has.
imagine that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I'm stoked to see what they do with the next, obviously Earthrise Kingdom, but there's also I think they're talking about doing that Cyberverse prequel animated movie and then a couple live action movies too. So see what happens.
Definitely.
I have a question, and that is, have any more doors open for you ever since your role in the show now, since this is such like a high exposure type of media? Or
yeah, it's a weird year for it. Like in the industry side of things, 2020 has obviously been weird for everybody. But as far as productions and things happening, it's very minimal right now. But as far as what's next, I think it will open a lot of doors come next year when things start to line up a little bit better. But I've really taken it upon myself to, take this opportunity and run with it. I'm like, this is you guys, like I said, you have a great community. I want to be a part of it. I kind of am a part of it, but I want to build on that. So for me, it was like, I'm just sitting around here 2020. There's not a ton of acting roles right now. I've got Transformers. What can we do with it? And I was like, let's put a YouTube channel together and do something where we like bring the fans in. So if I didn't clarify for those of you watching, and probably a lot of you guys saw from Instagram, but it's like Transformers trivia. So each week some fans come in. We've had special guests where we've had like YouTubers. We've done some other voiceover actors from the show who've come in and they face the fans. And there's like giveaways and prizes and all that stuff. So I was like, I'd love to do something where every week we're bringing in, the fans to connect try to connect the fans closer to the actual, behind the scenes stuff that's going on. So
definitely look forward
awesome.
to see like what you put out in the future and everything. That's awesome.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
I think trying to connect with the fans.
Definitely
and
super
really
excited
bring it
for
together.
Earthrise,
Definitely.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Derrick?
Yeah.
No, I'm
definitely.
saying like
I'll
trying
say
to
very
connect with
respectful
fans and stuff. That's actually pretty dope. Because the problem with Transformers that we always talk about is like there's no set like continuity. There's no set like origin. Different writers, different shows come in. Like Siege is definitely different than Transformers Prime or animated. So
Right.
like, but the problem with that is like there's fans who like that version versus that version. So some fans like the inexperienced Prime. Some people like the more experienced Prime. So like it creates such a disconnect that it's hard to like connect with fans in that nature because it's like, okay, well you like Prime. And I'm a fan of all Transformers, and they're like, "Oh, well, I don't like that about Prime." I'm like, "Okay, okay."
Yeah.
Like it's very hard.
Yeah, I do see where you're coming from, and I know I've heard that there is some of that, and there's the diehards who are going to love, what they love, and that's totally cool. But from everything I've seen, just getting started with it, you guys have been so welcoming and supportive of, even if you're not like the biggest fan of Siege, and that's totally cool, but you've still been supportive of, me connecting with the fans and whatnot. But
Exactly.
I hope that through some of what I'm trying to do, and also what you guys are doing, which I think is super cool with this podcast, is like we could just start bridging that gap. So everybody's included in the conversation. I mean, and hopefully like we can break down some of those walls of, just at least be open to some of the other stuff going on, because I think it's good discussion. And
definitely.
I mean, it's just a big old universe, man.
Wow. So Mirage.
I definitely 100% believe that the show is going to really bring a lot of people together, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. I saw somebody in the comments just said, "Is it my first Transformers gig?" And that is true. It is my first Transformers gig. But like I said, if I can get my hands in the cookie jar for some of the upcoming stuff. Oh, thanks.
Yes.
You really kicked it off nice. Like you came in with a bang.
Yeah. I'd love to hear you more stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll see.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So
based on that, do you have like any previous experience with Transformers, like watching shows, stuff like that, reading books, all that?
Yeah. So I'm kind of in the middle age-wise. So I was too young for the G1, but of course I grew up watching some G1, and then I saw most of the Transformer films in theaters, the Bayverse stuff. I didn't really watch Prime, which I want to go back and watch. So there's still a lot of stuff I haven't seen.
Definitely recommend that.
Yeah, I hear Prime's like one of a big fan favorite. So my goal is to go back and watch everything, starting with G1 and do like a whole. I might even do some watch parties or something, but just go through and watch everything.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Get to relive it.
It's a pretty popular opinion with TFP definitely being like TFA in peak Transformers. So I mean, you'll definitely enjoy them.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
Especially when you like read into more like the backstory and stuff.
Yeah.
Really, opens your mind. Really, makes you think about it.
If you really want the full backstory on the aligned continuity, talk to Clay because he'll go.
Yeah, talk to me, bro. I got you.
I got Clay, man.
All right. Okay. Cool.
He's the biggest fan.
I've told him about it in DMs. Like, one day I can just teach him all about it. Because I mean.
Oh, I'd love that. Well, I'll watch everything from beginning to end, and I'll be like, "Oh, I got this," and then I'll talk to you, and you'll have my head spinning. I'm sure.
Exactly.
Like that's what I did with Roger. Like he every day he'd be like in the car when I get home from school because he's graduated high school by now, and so like I'll sit here with for 2 hours as he's driving, just like telling him like more and more, and just like blowing his mind every day.
It's crazy because I learn something new every day, and I'm driving. I'm just thinking like, what? Like it's crazy. You just learn something new every day. It's insane.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like I was just mentioning to you guys, but later here tonight I got a thing with Rodimus Primal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with his YouTube channel or whatever. But he's kind of the same way. He knows so much about G1 and some of that stuff that it's like, I'm like, dude, you're like schooling me here.
Definitely,
So, I was trying to see if there was any other questions, but in the comments.
It's always cool when you.
Have you ever seen? So someone wanted to watch Transformers animated.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched Transformers animated, so that's on the list. I see somebody says please watch Prime. I definitely will do that.
I'm not gonna lie, with Transformers animated, I really feel like your Mirage character would really fit in with that really well, like the theme of that show. To be honest, like honestly,
cool.
Yes,
it really would.
You would definitely be a great character.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've been such like a good main cast character, to be honest. Like really.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I think animated is like it's like if G1, it's like G1's like more spiritual successor in a way, because like it has a lot of G1 references, and it's like if you wanted to watch G1 in a modern day kind of thing, but like its own type of thing, you would definitely watch animated, because animated treats it with the best respect.
Animated was honestly a very hearty and fun show.
Yeah.
Nice. So where did you guys? Where did you guys find animated now? Like if I were to stream it, where did you
go on Tubi?
On Tubi?
There's an app. I'll send you the name of the app. It's called Tubi. It has so much shows.
You can get in the Google Play Store completely free, and you have like all 3 seasons. I mean, it's awesome. And they have all the CFP on there too. Yep. Transformers Prime, they have all of G1. They have Beast Wars. They used to have Beast Machines. I think they took it off. They have the entire Unicron trilogy. I mean, they have a lot of it.
Oh damn! Okay, yeah, I gotta get that from you guys, because I was thinking, I'm like, where am I gonna find G1 and all that stuff? So I'm glad to know it's on there. Okay, cool.
I'll get the name later when we're finished here.
Okay, great, cool. Yeah, so that's my next goal, is to watch all that stuff, and then I don't know. We'll see what's after that, but
I guess we got a movie coming next year. I'm sure some more.
What's that?
I'm very excited for, actually. But I'm saying, like, once you get everything, got caught up to speed, we still got, I think 3 more movies planned out. So, the universe keep going.
Transformers not going anywhere anytime soon, so there's so much time for you to just continue being in it, because I would love to have you still in it.
Yeah, I think they're doing a big revamp, and I'm excited to be a part of that, because I think it's gonna hopefully bring everybody back, man, and make it even bigger than it was.
Yes.
So
it would be nice to have one kind of event that the whole community can relate to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Somebody was saying my favorite Autobot and Decepticon. I mean, I'm gonna say, obviously Mirage, but Optimus Prime, and I don't know. I'm a big fan of Starscream.
I definitely feel that. Yeah.
Starscream is always a solid character.
He's always somebody's favorite.
Yeah.
I feel like he's always been a solid. He's one of those characters who's always just been good. You know what I mean?
Consistently good, yeah. Same with Optimus, and there's just always those ones that are usually like pretty consistently good throughout like everything.
Yeah. So, are you guys planning this, like, is it once a week that you are doing the podcast now, or is it going to be?
It's kind of sporadic in a way, because like we kind of do it when everyone's just.
This is only like our second episode, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's basically when everyone's available, because we all got like our schedules and everything. So like, I mean, yeah, exactly. So we have one planned, I believe, for this Friday, isn't that right? And maybe like Sunday or Monday or something like that.
Cool.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually have the voice actor for Rita 1 from Siege that's going to come on and do one with us soon too. So
nice.
Yes.
So maybe like I had this idea earlier. Maybe like after Earthrise drops or something, maybe you two would want to do a podcast with us like together, so that maybe we could just kind of like our thoughts on Earthrise and everything.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm happy to come back anytime, you guys.
Nice, great.
Yeah. I said we love having you. Honestly, it's awesome. It really is.
Actually, pretty dope to think about. Earthrise is like right around the corner. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm loving
Yeah,
that.
Derrick here, he's a huge fan of Alita 1, so like he's really stoked to have her coming up soon.
Look, man,
Nice.
Alita 1 is an underrated character. Okay?
He would go on and on.
Like, disappeared for years. Okay, she gets nothing. She needs more stuff to do. Which is why I was so happy to see her Siege. And that,
Yeah,
you know what? That is one thing I can give Siege. Siege is like the only Transformers show to like bring up underrated characters because you don't see Mirage
Definitely.
like that.
Yeah.
You don't see what's the other one? You don't see barricading cartoons like that.
Yeah.
You don't see jet firing cartoons like that. And it's like they really
Exactly.
brought up the underrated and Chromia and all the Fembot stuff. They've actually brought up a lot of the underrated cast members and made them more important for this generation. Like I love it so much. Siege did so much with it, and I cannot wait to see Earthrise because
Cool.
goodness gracious. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
It
I
definitely looks amazing.
I heard a rumor too that I think a lot of like Mirage in particular, why he had a bigger platform in Siege was because it was a fan vote prior when the writing was going on.
Oh, really?
I don't know if all this is true.
There was
I'm
a
trying
toy
to.
fan vote.
Yeah.
There
there was a
was.
fan-
It's right.
Vote pack.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
holographic Mirage.
Three
So that could actually have
all those
a role in
things.
that.
Oh,
Well, I just wonder if it, I think you guys have a big influence as the fans. What you guys are supporting and voting for, I think does, have some influence on what they end up putting in the shows, which I think is pretty cool.
Definitely. But yeah, like, just thank you in general, man. I mean, like I said, I know we said this already, but like, like, okay, another thing, just kind of came to mind. The way you reply to like every DM, actually, like, just and comment, just blows my mind. It really does. Not many of them do that.
Bro.
Thanks. I mean, I like my girlfriend couldn't do like she doesn't have the capacity to sit there on her phone. Like she's always like, how are you responding to everybody? That's like takes so much time. But I really enjoy it. I mean, like I said, it's just really fun for me to do, and I'm sure it'll get it's only going to get tougher with the amount of people who are reaching out.
Definitely.
But I'm going to do everything I can, especially with things like the YouTube channel, to try to and like watch parties and stuff, to try to include as many people as I can. So I'm gonna really try to keep it up, and hopefully there's some cool stuff ahead. But yeah,
Dude, this is fantastic.
Like I said, we can all help you with anything you need.
Yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate that. But it's really, like I said, it's your support, and I mean,
yeah, like any kind of connection you need to the fans, you can just
exactly.
Yeah.
Like anything you need, you just let us know.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, we're here.
Talking to it. Oh my goodness, you're a Transformers voice actor, man. Come on.
It's still kind of getting through my head too. Like I'm seeing, like I'm really actually talking to a Transformers voice actor right now.
Hey, goodness gracious, I literally watched Mirage in the show, and I'm talking to Mirage. Like,
yeah. Oh man, that's
now when I go and watch that show, I'm like, I actually talk to this guy.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I have bragging rights. I talk to Mirage. Like, come on now.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll talk, but when the Earthrise premieres, maybe we could do like a live broadcast or something and try to get a bunch of people.
I'm down.
I'm down.
You'll have to
down,
get
great.
like streaming and being into it because I'm gonna be into it. Like when it's the Transformers, I'm into it. So you gotta, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah. Cool.
If they just let us know, man, like we're down, 100%.
I'm just hoping that Earthrise doesn't come out at like 3 a.m. my time. Because I was just waiting in front of my TV for it to.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Are you guys? Are you on the East Coast, Joshua?
I'm Central Standard Time. I'm in the Midwest, so I'm in Illinois. So like it's like. Yeah, I'm an hour behind Roger and I believe Derrick, and then
Me too. I'm right under Roger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they usually release at midnight, either midnight Eastern or midnight Pacific. So it might be midnight Pacific, which would make it 3 a.m.
Pretty sure it's Pacific, yeah.
I'll say it, but it's worth the wait. It really is. Like that's what I did the night it like Siege dropped. I stayed up for it.
Dude, the night when Siege dropped was probably one of the hypest moments ever.
It really was.
We were like staying up all night just waiting for it, just refreshing Netflix the entire time, just waiting for it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait for Earthrise.
It's so awesome, it really is.
Yes,
Well, I really appreciate you guys again. I have to jump. I'm actually doing a filming tonight with Rodimus for the trivia show. So
Totally fine.
don't tell too many people. Of course, everyone watching is getting to film. But,
all right. Go ahead.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, listen, I'll be back anytime you guys want me back. Just hit me up, and if you get Alita, we'll do a session too. But
Appreciate it, man.
Real
Definitely.
quick for everyone
Yeah,
watching, thank you guys so much for your support, and please connect with me on Instagram if you haven't already. I love chatting with you guys. And then for all you guys who put this together, really thank you. It means a lot.
We appreciate you having you on, man. Thank you so much again.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right, guys.
I have your Instagram linked in the description, so everyone hit that.
Oh, cool.
Yep, everyone will see you.
Cool.
Yeah, like one more, like just thank you for everything, man, and like look forward to seeing you more. Then I mean, the support over this has just been overwhelming as it is, and it's great. It really is. So anytime, just hit us up.
Definitely keep doing what you're doing.
I will.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say you're really like a light to the Transformers community, but thank you, man.
Oh man, you guys are melting my heart. All right. Hey, thank you guys again. Stay in touch, and we'll see you guys next time.
Definitely.
I'll be back.
Definitely.
All right,
Appreciate it, Sean. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Talk soon.
Good night.
All right. Bye.
All right. That was so dope.
That was awesome.
Fucking amazing,
I'm not gonna lie.
dude. That was
We all have
bro.
the best bracket.
Yo.
I gotta take the hood off.
I couldn't wear a hood because
The
it's
hat
still
is
hot in
off.
my room.
Hat is
Fire.
off. Bald Derrick. That's how hyped that was.
I'm sweating.
Yo, chat, should I shave my head?
Bro, like,
again?
no, like,
That
I'm
was
sweating,
awesome.
but, like, see, the thing is, and this is what I was trying to tell you guys, like, when I was talking to him in DMs and everything, like, as much as I did, it's, even though he's a Transformers voice actor and he's got such an influence over everyone, he still is just, like, he's such a chill guy and everything. It's, like, it's so easy to talk to him, like, I figured the entire time, because, like, I'm good at public speaking and all that and everything, but I figured out, I even though, because, even so, I'm talking to this guy, like, I'd be sitting here, kind of like shaking and everything, but, like, even though, not once, I was just fine the entire time, because, he's just so easy to talk to, it really is. And I'm really glad he agreed to the one thing, I'm sure she will too, and, it's going to be awesome, especially getting those two on a podcast together, and then, now he's, broadcast, and anytime we need him, like, we want him on, just hit him up. That's awesome, it really is.
Oh my goodness.
For everyone in the comments, guys, we got coming up on Friday, we got our homies Energon Speaker 201 on. Then in the future, you can expect the episode with the Alita 1 voice actor too, so keep your eye out for that. And an episode on Kato's collection from so keep an eye out for that, guys.
Oh my life.
But even like notice something. He even stayed longer than what he's gonna do. Like he said 8:30. It's 10:41. He stayed longer to talk. Like that just shows he how much he cares about it and everything.
Yes. Oh my goodness. He's dope.
He was a genuinely cool guy. I'm glad.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Oh,
it really is.
I forgot to ask about how he felt about checking other people
comments.
Like that, but it's all right.
I'll say I noticed Skeet just kind of stayed kind of quiet throughout that.
Yeah, I was just listening to you guys.
Just
talk,
about to say,
I didn't feel like asking anything. I'm just like, yo, you know what? This is their podcast. I'm kind of like just a guest here for now.
This is you, bro. You're part of our main cast.
I'm just so happy that Skeet hopped on either way. You know what I mean?
Dude, my boy on here,
just so you know, boys, this is Big Jasiah. Yeah, my teeth white.
I'm honestly kind of surprised myself though, either way that I did.
Like afterwards, but
I'm happy I was able to kind of keep it chill when I was giving that little speech and everything. That scared me so bad when he left for a minute that I was like, oh shit. But I'm glad it was just technical malfunctions,
It's like, hey, hold up.
But
you did good, bro. Clear, your shit was fire, bro. That was a good speech.
Yes, bro. I think this was.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm great at public speaking. I really am. I love public speaking. So.
That was good.
I think this was Clay's episode. This is Clay's episode. Alita 1 is mine. I think I think David would definitely be Raj. I know Raj probably has something to be about that. I know you have to have something on that.
I need me a Shockwave voice actor so I can have my episode.
Bro.
Yo, hook me up with David Sobolov for his Shockwave voice from Transformers Prime, and you get a Jaskeet episode. Do it.
I'll try, bro. I'll try.
I'm so excited though for Alita 1 too, though, and then them together is so good.
I'm not gonna marry nobody.
Like I totally
I'm
forgot
just gonna
about
be
it.
like, I'm probably gonna be shaking or like very excited.
Bro, Derrick's gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Fuck yes.
You know,
bro.
like, okay, so like when Derrick starts to like falter and get like, you know, he just gets caught up in it, like, you know, because like Derrick's gonna be flowing, like talking, because you know he's gonna have to shut off that part of the brain that says I'm talking to Alita 1. But then once it like creeps into his mind, he's like, he's gonna have to like go off the screen for a second, and then we're gonna have to take over and start talking. But I'm definitely like, you know, we all
so
still need
funny.
to kind of do it here with Shawn, and all of us talk, you know, just make sure it stays evened out, and because but yeah, and we need Jaskeet to talk more next time too.
Yeah, I know. But I
it's okay. You know, it was your first time, so it's okay. You know, like get the feel for being on a podcast.
Time. Like I've never done anything live at all.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny though? He called you Joshua one time.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard that.
You did. He called you Joshua. I love that.
I'll just leave it.
Hey man, if a Transformer get voice actor gets my name wrong, I don't even know they said my name, period.
Bro, what was funny as hell though? Derrick was like composed the whole time. Then Derrick started like losing his shit. He's like, yo, I'm talking to Mirage, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I was sitting here. It was weird because, like, when we started, I was like, dude, this dude's just a regular guy, right? And then it started creeping in, like, dude, this is Mirage. I was just watching Siege. This is fucking Mirage, bro. What the fuck? Like, yo, it just, man, it was crazy, bro. I loved it. I was
afraid we weren't going to get to ask him everything, honestly. Like, I was afraid not everything was going to get asked. We're going to feel kind of empty. But, like, honestly, we got everything asked, and, like, we got more, honestly, too. Like, you know, it wasn't just questions, you know, structure like that. Like, I like how it turned into nice conversations.
Yeah. We got to, like, actually talk and shit.
Right. It was dope, man.
I know, Roger, you asked a lot of the questions. I asked, like, 3
which other voice roles.
I said, what?
Yeah.
What's up?
Kind of cut out there for a second. Huh? I didn't see anything.
I could have swore you said something.
Oh, chat.
Oh, what I would like if you're asking is like how you asked like most questions, and then I asked like 3 of them, but then I gave that speech, and you know we just kind of like kind of talked, but I didn't really look at my list at all. I just kind of like memorized a lot of them when I was talking.
The thought of asking,
like I asked them which voice actors he thought were good too, but it's whatever.
Next time I talk to him, I'm gonna ask him about the voice acting process a lot. So like maybe we'll have more time so you can really get into that. But and then Derrick can talk to him, like ask him about like if he was exposed to other voice actors a whole lot and everything. So that'd be cool as hell. I was wanting to ask him about because I realized we hadn't asked him that. I was actually gonna ask him about it, but then I realized that. I realized that it was like, you could tell we were kind of coming to a close and everything because, he was obviously like over his due time and everything. So like, I didn't ask it because I didn't want to like try to draw him into another conversation when he needed to leave soon. So. But that was awesome. It really was.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. You could tell when it was about to close and you're like, ending up and shit. But yeah, that was really dope. I'm glad, dope. He said, yes, we got this done. I've been hyped for this like all week, man.
Actually, yeah.
So yeah, everyone will chat. Tune in on Friday, maybe around the same time. We got Energon Spooker, Metro 201. I'm gonna do it unboxing. That's fire. You guys gonna love it. It'll be fire. Just chill, little hangout.
I just saw Sean's like thing in like our like little like stream chat, and it just says someone let me in.
Yo. Chat.
I saw that once he arrived. I was like, oh shit.
What? You guys got any?
We don't really have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, I'd say that sums it up. Like even if we did come up with something else to talk about, we want to save our topics for other episodes so that they don't get dry and everything. So that was just that. We talked to them.
Definitely,
that's good for an episode.
Oh,
so we have the aftermath of it, of course. But
so you guys want to close it up?
I say if you guys are down, I mean,
before we close it, I want to run that idea by
You guys got anything
people
else?
who are watching.
um,
So what would
the
you
one
guys
Derrick.
think? What would you guys think about, every 3, 4, 5 streams, like we can mix it up and go to a different franchise for one,
I like that.
like one stream, and like just
That's
have
cool.
a bit of variety in it.
We can see what thoughts
I say
are
so
and
we don't
stuff.
like run out of TF ideas.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
stuff to talk about, just kind of like every once in a while, okay, let's talk about like Marvel this time or something like that. It'd just be interesting. So, but I would say if that's all the topic for now, like I'm just gonna. I need your host, Jasiah.
Hold up, Zeph. Maybe.
Well,
thank you for the kind words, TFA. Appreciate that.
If we're about to close it up, then let's just say again, thank you guys for all the support. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I mean, it was, I know we did. Expect a lot more from the future. Like you said, like Roger said earlier, we have Elita 1 coming soon. And then after Earthrise drops, we're going to have them both together, which is just going to be amazing. There's a lot coming from the future. And yeah, so thanks, guys.
All right.
Look at
Zeph,
this,
you're
like,
still
spitting
watching.
bars.
Derrick's over here like...
My man's
All right, so if we're ready to close it, I guess we can. Derrick, you're just like, he's sign language.
Yeah.
He's actually rapping right now. Roger, it looks like you're ascending into a different dimension.
Yeah, his FPS, bro. Like,
cutting
it's
out.
like all you see is like this.
Yeah.
It's like a really bad stop motion. It's just like that's amazing.
Get out my stuff, yo. What you doing? I'm on live.
Thank you for
it's Derrick's younger, yet looks older.
Bro, it's Derrick.
Don't you love me anymore?
Bro.
No.
Love me.
No.
Bro, this is going on YouTube, bro.
Love me.
Get off me, Ted.
Love me.
Get off me.
Yo, Derrick.
What
Get your bro on the stream, bro. Sit
You see them off.
here, bro.
Right
Get him out of here.
What's with it?
He just camera off, bro.
All right,
his brother disappeared. Oh no.
Thank you for watching the stream. Appreciate it. All our Instagrams are in the description if you guys want to check them out. Definitely check out Shawn Hawkins' Instagram too. Definitely, tune in again this Friday, same time. And yeah, I love you guys all. Peace out, boys. We'll talk in the chat or something. I might end it